Hello everyone, I am Rohit Vats. Hi Parinti, hi Rivu, Aditi,
Hi.
and Avinash.
Hi,
Um,
hi. Hi.
I just saw the 9 minute clip that was made available to us for the film, and it looks very intriguing. I will start with the director itself. I see the style of theme becoming like full blown style of Rivu Dasgupta in this film. There is a lot of silences there, and in fact, there are long takes with very close ups. Like, what's your idea behind taking up such a theme and than developing a film? Because in why I'm asking this, because in Bollywood we have seen mostly jump scares, and there will be too much noise in the background, but this looks different.
Okay, good question. You know, uh, see, I'll tell you how I approach a scene or an emotion. Uh, Actually, it's very simple. Once the actor has read the scene or the script, I leave the space for them. It's more like theater. You give them that space. My job is I'm the camera, so I won't tell the actor to stop here, don't go there. I think that's not the. I mean, it's not for me. It's not the best way to make anything. So I give that space, let them do what they want to do, and the camera captures them how they are. It's like if you throw a ball, and the camera cannot go down before the ball drops on the floor. It'll go always after. So that's how I capture emotions, and sometimes you need to hold on to a particular character's face or the action, and that's how life is. You cannot have too many cuts always. Of course, where it's needed, you do that to fasten up the narrative or the telling. But I think the emotions only are stronger when you hold on to that, and that's how you capture it. So that's the way I approach any film or any story. For this one
That
also.
brings me to that brings me to Pariniti, and in fact, this is a question for all three actors, like Pariniti, Aditi, and Avinash. That when Rivu is talking about taking long shots and how it's not cut to cut in life. So, as an actor, would it be difficult for longer shots, or it's easier to emote for smaller shots, like a shorter duration?
I actually really like the style of single take shots and steady cam shots, and I actually like that uncut vibe. It reminds me a lot of being on stage and how theater would be, or I've done few school plays here and there, so somewhere it's in my system to be able to do the whole scene. But it's a little more technical. I mean, I'm not just standing there and doing the whole scene. There's camera marks, and you're given various marks to be on, so you have to be like what is the word, you have to be aware of all the instructions. So it's not just plain acting and giving a monologue. But to me, just I'm a very academic person and I'm a very nerdy person, so I like these kind of things. I like these, like if you tell me, oh, we're doing a 9 minute scene today, and there are 30 focus marks and there are 80 dialogues, and it excites me a lot. Actually, that cut version way, I am not able to do that, in and out and just do a line and come out. For me, that doesn't work, so I love it a lot. And we had to do some pretty long ones. Avinash and I had a 9 minute scene that we had to do, and a lot of some of the chases or some of the more difficult stuff was in long shots. So I personally really liked that. I liked it from my first film, and so I love doing start to finish scenes.
You still seem to be in that zone of the film.
No, sorry, I'm not feeling well today.
Very serious and thinking about something, and you know.
Sorry, I apologize. I'm not feeling well today.
No, it's okay. I did not mean it like that. So I will come back to you, but the same question to Avinash and then Aditi.
I personally like long shots because it gives you a chance as an actor to really, if I'm not fixed of how I'm going to do it in the scene, it allows you to really grow into the scene and explore what you're trying to do in that scene, the objective of the scene. So I personally like the fact that even if it's a retake, I personally like to start from the top rather than somewhere in the middle, because then I know the continuity of the emotion, I know where it's going, the graph is very clear to me as an actor, it just becomes much more easier. But filmmaking needs cuts, and it allows you to start from wherever you want. Thankfully, Ribu gives that freedom to the actors to really go from where they want and how it needs to be for the scene. So if you ask me personally which one I prefer, I do prefer the longer shots. Though they are more difficult, especially if they're intense, to really go back again, to start from the top and keep going again and again. But then I personally like that over. I feel I am more confident about my performances in that space rather than somewhere from the middle. Yeah.
And also, what's with Avinash Tiwari and these really dark films?
Dark films,
this is not a dark film.
Yeah, it's a very light film. I don't think there's anything to do with that. Really, I think they're good stories. They're interesting stories which need to be told, and they're entertaining, engaging, and that's all we want as an audience and as an artist too.
As an audience, of course, we want films like that, entertaining, fast-paced, and psychological thriller.
Yep.
So, Aditi, your take on this?
I also really, really love it when the camera is just left on me and then you go through this journey. And it's actually quite opposite to what Pari said. Like, I have not done theatre. Of course, I've been a dancer and I've stepped on the stage, but the stage frightens me. I want to run away. And I love the camera because of the intimacy of it. I feel like somebody is listening to my heart and I'm able to there's it's basically like two hearts talking to each other. It's a very transparent space for me, and I find it very magical almost, where you can do what you want, be what you want. And then I feel that when you have these long takes, you get to really live that feeling in a very magical, almost wonderland kind of area. And if it's a emotional scene, and whether it's Ribuda's film, we had a scene like that, or it's Ribuda's film, or some of the work that I've done down south, where literally, and recently, in fact, I was playing a mute girl, so literally they would just leave the camera on me, and it was so amazing to have that intimacy, of feeling. I really enjoy it. But it's a particular way of working, and I also feel like directors who take that, who pace it like that, like sometimes you'll give those long, languid, almost poetic moments, and then you'll chop into it, and it makes the pace interesting, because that's how we are as people also, right? We don't only go like that way. Sometimes like rushed and hectic, and sometimes we like that, intimacy. So I like that. I find that very interesting, and I like working like that.
Very, very nicely put. Parinti, this is also something like we haven't seen you in, such roles, and where you are in conflict with your own sensibilities, and the audience couldn't figure out what you are thinking. That kind of a role. Very, very mysterious thing about it. So how did you go about it? Like, what was your thought process before getting into this?
I was just lucky that, the makers thought that I could do something different from what they had seen of me on screen. That usually doesn't happen for actors, because we tend to get cast in things that they have seen before, because they think that we can do it. But here I'm really thankful to, them, that they actually saw something that I had not done on screen before and gave me an entire film on my shoulders. So A, that, and B, it's exactly what you said. I wanted people to see a new side of me as an actor. I wanted to surprise, I wanted to shock, and I mean it positively. I wanted people to, just see evidence of me being an actor. I think I was just tired of doing one particular thing. So I hope next week all this is done.
No, let me tell you that you have done a fabulous job. In fact, all of you, like the film looks really very coherent. Like according to one idea, one theme, everybody is acting according to that. Whatever I have seen of it so far. So that way, I think you all have gotten the thing right. At least as a viewer, I can say that. And
I hope everybody says
when
this
there
next
is such
week.
a film.
Sorry?
They will. Avinash, I was just wondering that when such a film or such a character, when there is some mystery involved, would you like to know the mystery beforehand, or do you want to know it like as an actor, as a person who is acting in the film through the process, or you want to know everything beforehand so that you could be prepared for that final thing?
I think most times, I mean, it's always dependent on what I'm playing, how who's the director, and what our interaction is. With this one, I personally felt that I would want to explore it while doing it. This is something that I couldn't place my head to and figure out, and it was more of a discovery than creation. I can put it that way. So for me, this was more about discovering it, and it was a fun process. I really enjoyed it. But again, it's different for different parts. Sometimes you need to really know everything to really create it. Sometimes you discover it. And in fact, even when you know everything, a lot of times you're just discovering it.
Right.
So yeah, it's that kind of process. With this one, it was more about exploring it while we went ahead. Yeah.
And Aditi, what about you? You explored everything while working on it, or you wanted to know everything beforehand?
I mean, I read the script, so I knew everything beforehand. But, I have recently read a few scripts where it's been like a thriller mystery, and literally the last bit has not been written. But I guess that's also because they're waiting for me to say yes or no or whatever, which is fair. But I feel that if till the last, this thing, I'm like, I'm trying to know, then I'd probably want to do it. But if I'm not, then I'm like, no, because I like treat myself as an audience, right? So both are fun, I guess. But once you're doing the film, I think it's really important to know. I think. I'm not sure. I don't think we have a choice. Everybody just tells us now what to do.
Like maybe the director can answer it.
Oh,
Like whether they should know it beforehand or they should wait, or what would you like to? What would you prefer them to do?
depends. It depends. I think I should only give out that much of information which is needed, and to those number of people who are key to the team. And if that is one of the actors should know, they should know. Otherwise, you should hold on to that information because सबको सब कुछ जानने का जरूरत नहीं है.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
so I think you should you approach it. What do I say? You should approach it how you feel right. That's what I think.
Step by step, moment by moment.
Moment by moment. Yeah, day by day.
So Pariti, because it's a different role, there will be challenges also. Like people would, they will say that because we haven't seen you in similar roles many times in the past, so there will be challenges also to live up to the expectations. No?
Yeah, after this trailer, actually, the expectations are higher than even I had imagined, and I'll only speak for myself. The hope when I was shooting the film was this kind of reaction, but somehow I didn't really think it would happen. Not that I was underestimating us, but I didn't think about it. I didn't think कि एक दिन हम लोग ये content निकालेंगे, लोग actually react करेंगे. I was just, I think, engrossed in doing the film and making the film. Today, when people are starting to tweet, even like people like, from the media, from the audience, when people are starting to call me and starting to give feedback, it's becoming very real. And now it's, almost like scary in a good way that, soon it's going to be out. And just yesterday I was talking to somebody on the phone and I was saying I feel like I'm delivering a baby, like I've been like preggers for a month, like a year and a half, and I feel like now I'm, delivering a child. It feels that much to me. I feel I'm that invested in this film, this character. Yeah, the expectation actually excites me. I think if there is no expectation from an actor, that's a scary position to be in, because then they don't care about you and they don't really care about what work you're doing. So I want to always have the audience expect from me, and I always want them to be disappointed if I don't do well and appreciate if I do well. I want them to be involved in my work and I want them to be involved in my journey. That's the only way I would have it. This is not a solo journey for me. This is me and them. So it has to be both ways. So I'm very happy that, all of us are giving them stuff that they're liking. And like I'll say, at the risk of being repetitive, that I hope it happens even after the release.
True that. Very rightly said. And because Avinash and Aditi, you guys are also actors and terrific ones. So I was just wondering that sometimes doing a good job is also a problem, because then people would expect you to do more of that.
But that's good, no? I mean, if we were to, the thing is,
I don't know. I am asking you.
Yeah, no. Like, I would be afraid of, good is just good. I mean, good almost becomes like average and complacent. You always want to push beyond good. And I feel like on a set, I'm only happy if I'm being pushed to a point that I'm literally almost tearing my hair out and in tears. So I don't know whether I'm like I have Stockholm syndrome or what it is, but I literally want to be pushed to a point where I'm exhausted at the end of the day and I have felt everything for real. And in just that action and cut, obviously I'm not going home with that feeling or whatever, but I like that. Average frightens me. I do not want to be average. I'm not satisfied with it. I'll be angry with myself and I am hard on myself, and I'm okay being that. And I want people also to be hard on me and to want me to keep pushing to do better, because an artist is never on top of their art. Your art is always bigger than you, and you're always striving to, get somewhere in the vicinity of that sort of that beauty. And you never quite make it. And it's always that journey. And it's about that, right? And to make that journey beautiful. And so I want people to push me to do that. And directors are the people who do it, directors and teams. And then it's the people who then watch those films who then also then either, like she said, appreciate you or tell you what the hell, and then you step up, So it's lovely. It's a beautiful relationship between all these people, and it's that team that makes you do it actually. Yeah.
Very, very detailed explanation there. Avinash, what do you have to say on that?
I think there are two things, and I might sound very boastful here right now, and I feel that when I started, when I thought of wanting to be an actor, it was never about what will the audience think or what the expectation was. It was always about I want to do this. For the longest, it's been about just making sure I get the opportunity and I deliver it to the best of my ability and capability. And if there are expectations, it only means that you've been able to create a certain quality and or credibility. And then I would say to myself that if it is not coming because of my thought for the audience or the viewer, it is coming out of my own personal desire for myself. And I would want to make a quality standard that is beyond the expectations that people have or their standard of what quality and credibility is. That is what will push me to really go and see and find and explore more about myself and the actor in me. So I think for me, I don't think expectations have ever crossed my head, because I was never responsible for it. I don't know if I'll be responsible for it tomorrow. My job is to go and deliver what is required of me to the best of my ability, and hopefully what I do would be of quality that no one else has been able to deliver. That's all you hope.
That's a very detached view of it. I think I have used up most of my time with you guys. But before we wrap up this, Rivu, if you want to explain your film in like 2 words to the audience, what would you say?
2 words. Oh.
Or maybe 2 lines. Whatever.
One-liner. Okay, the one-liner is, I think it's an emotional, engaging train ride.
On that note, thank you for your time, guys, and all the best for your film. And it is looking very nice. I hope the audience also likes it. Thank you.
Thank
you so
you.
much.